Our vision is to ensure that we serve and make Amana as a brand in every Sri Lankan's life. Amana is derived from the word Amanat. Amanat means trust. So we will ensure that we give our products and services in such a way that people feel the trust and confidence in Amana Takaful.
We did a brand change, and in that brand change, we made diversity a key strategy. So we diversified our portfolios, we diversified the structure of the company in ethnic diversity and in gender. This diversity we used to be able to attract talent from the industry. So Amana Takaful was set up actually initially to provide Islamic financial options for the Islamic community. That was the thought of the founding fathers of the company. But from there, actually, the journey has moved towards Amana Takaful today, becoming an insurance provider for all communities. And as our tagline goes, to all Sri Lankans in one. And in this journey, of course, I must place on record thanks to all the previous boards, chairmen, who have guided the company through this time. Today, we have expanded the reach of the company to 42 branches. We are stationed from the north, south, east, west, in all the major towns in Sri Lanka. We have staff strength exceeding about 500. And on this journey, I want to really mention this, that we have gone for diversification of products, but also diversity in people. So we have ethnic diversity in the company. We have gender diversity in the company that we are pursuing as a strategy of the company. Financially, the company has grown. So we are Life and General, both companies put together, we are about a 4 to 5 billion company, profitable as well. So it's been a very successful journey, I would say, over the last 25 years, and we look forward to being a very aggressive player in the next few years as well.
Amana Takaful was founded in 1998 and started its business in 1999. And we are celebrating our 25 years of policyholder protection this year. It has been a fairly successful journey thus far. We are the only Takaful operator in Sri Lanka as at date. We have operations in Sri Lanka and Maldives. We strive to grow towards providing the best or international solution to our Takaful policyholders, and I believe we have been doing quite well with that. We have been judged as the most awarded company in the country over the last year, as well as we have been the fastest growing when it comes to the motor segment. We have grown our branch network to a great extent. I believe that we have achieved quite a few milestones during this 25 years journey of ours. And I wish to thank the board and the policyholders for making this journey a successful one.
In the context of the last 5-6 years, where I think the insurance industry has undergone the negative impacts of the overall COVID impact, the macroeconomic downturn of the company. And this directly impacts the insurance industry, because if you take life insurance, it's based on disposable income. And then if you take the general insurance company, it's with regard to vehicle restriction, vehicle import restrictions, etc. It has not been a strong and positive environment for the economies. But the companies, the industry itself has not been very robust in its growth. But I must say that the first and foremost, I think the first thing is that the financial stability of the industry has been very well intact to be able to withstand all these negative impacts. For the industry outlook to really go forward, then some of these things have to get resolved. There is political uncertainty, there is macroeconomic instability, there is inflation, there is all these things. So I'm sure as these things get resolved, as macroeconomic stability is established, then the insurance industry will become a positive player and be able to serve the communities as we have done over the last decades. In this context, Amana Takaful also has taken its place as a provider of services to the community. We have moved away from being a niche player of like only serving the Muslim community. We have today expanded, and today our portfolio is a diversified portfolio where we serve all communities. With regard to the question where the Takaful products are, I'd like to explain it like this. To the consumer, Takaful products offer the same benefits and services that any other insurance company does. So if you were to say on the life side, life covers, critical illness covers, hospitalization covers, child education plans, pension plans, all that is available. On the general insurance side, motor, housing, business cover, all that is available. Where it differs is on the back end. So if I might say the operating system. And there are three areas in which I would like to highlight. The first area is in how we invest the premiums, because there are rules that govern how we invest the monies. We don't invest in insurance bearing assets. That's one area. The other area is with regard to investments in stocks. We are selective in the stocks that we invest in. So when we do participate in the share market, but we are selective with regard to the shares. The third area is obviously the profits of the business are shared between the policyholders or the participants and the shareholders. So those are the principal differences in a Takaful product. But apart from that, operating backend to the customer, it is all price competitive, service competitive, and offering good benefits that meet the needs of the customers. So that's how I would like to describe the difference.
We have come a long way as a company over the past couple of decades. Our strategy has been to diversify. Our corporate mantra has been to every Sri Lankan as one. So we see that diversity happening right from the board to the policyholder. We have a staff strength which is very much diversified. We have more than 60% of the staff members who are from other ethnic community. Almost 50% of the operational staff member being female. So we have diversified ourselves to a great extent from where we started to now. We believe in servicing our customers in these challenging environments to the best of our abilities by giving them a diversified product portfolio, products spec, so that their needs are being catered to the maximum possible extent.
When COVID hit and during this period, obviously one of the things we really did was to change our product portfolio. We changed our product portfolio to be able to cater to the niche markets and sort of offerings value to the customers. That's the first thing we did. The second thing we obviously did was we really looked at our cost structures to make the organizations more lean, more productive, more efficient. So that was looked at. The third area which we did and which has given results is that in the last 5 years we did a brand change, and in that brand change we made diversity a key strategy. So we diversified our portfolios, we diversified the structure of the company in ethnic diversity and in gender. This diversity we used to be able to attract talent from the industry. If you really look at some of the growth numbers that we really had, those growth numbers came because we were able to attract talent from the industry and talent from outside, where today Amana Takaful is a place that everyone would like to work for. And we have a great culture in the place. So that was a cornerstone in which how we grew, because not only organically, but we brought in distribution units from outside the industry to augment our growth. So that's how we have been able to grow the top line as well. And that's a strategy we will use, where we want Amana Takaful to be a place where everyone is happy to work with, has a fruitful career. And by that, we will be able to serve all communities. So we've shifted from being a fairly narrowly defined company to today being a company that is mainstream.
The recent challenges have been all learnings to us. We had to re-strategize ourselves. We had to redo our strategy. We had to realign ourselves, sometimes redefine ourselves as to who we are and what we do. Thanks to these challenges that we currently face, that we were able to come up with some noble ideas with regard to digitization, bringing up new products. And we should also thank the strong reinsurers who have been behind us. General insurance is led by Swiss Re, which is one of the strongest reinsurer in the industries right now. Similarly, the life company is led by Munich Re. So these are very strong reinsurers that we have. That backing that we have really helps us to move towards facing any kind of challenges that we have in the industry these days. Apart from that, the main challenge that we have is with regard to talent retention. I think Amana Takaful has navigated that quite well. I should say, I'm proud to say that almost 20% of our staff strength is more than 10 years old, so which gives a clear indication that we have a very happy place to work with. We have our staff members sticking with us for a longer period of time, which also shows the culture, the family culture that we have within the company, which is very, very helpful in times of great challenges.
So, in my personal opinion, the insurance industry is a long-term industry. If you take the life insurance industry, it's an industry which is generally risk-averse, because obviously we are taking risks of other people onto our books, and therefore you don't expect the insurance industry to be, very dynamic and very sort of, because our general orientation is risk-averse. It's generally long-term in nature. Because we are taking on risks of other entities, people, individuals, or corporates, and we manage that. So it has been a very stable industry and a very secure industry for Sri Lanka. The changes that I have seen over the last 25 years, certainly in the product portfolios that have been offered by the industry, and there have been products that have been designed to meet the modern needs of our customers. For example, enhanced hospitalization covers with overseas covers. So the portfolio of products have definitely expanded to offer wider and enhanced benefits to the customers. The other area is with regard to the use of digitalization. And here, the industry has seen the use of technology in order to facilitate its processes, to enhance its services, productivity, etc. The third area which I have seen also that have improved is the professionalism of the entire industry, where there has been a significant amount of training and development that has been imputed, and the industry works on the basis of very, very high amounts of capacity building, training, knowledge. Because if I were to comment on the life insurance industry, 82 to 83% of sales are done by advisors on a one-on-one basis. So therefore, I think the capacity building training is this thing, and I've seen over the last 25 years a significant improvement in that area. Another area that I've seen is the expanding role of bancassurance as a distribution channel, where the banks are now getting involved in distributing insurance products to its customers. Relative to international practice, not as robust as we would like it to be, but we're certainly making progress into that. I think those are the main areas in which the industry has sort of changed over these things, but it hasn't changed dramatically.
Certainly it helped. I mean, we have been diversifying ourselves in different ways. Our vision is to ensure that we serve and make Amana as a brand in every Sri Lankan's life. Amana is derived from the word Amanat. Amanat means trust. So we will ensure that we give our products and services in such a way that people feel the trust and confidence in Amana Takaful. When it comes to expansion, we would certainly expand ourselves in terms of services, in terms of product. There'll be growth in our revenues, profits. We will ensure that we deliver the promises that we made to our policyholders.